Hello Slashers, I'm Gory here, and for today's video, I will be doing a breakdown for the Terrifier 3 official trailer and going over everything that you guys missed in it. Let's break this down. The trailer starts with a shot of Art the Clown in a rocking chair staring out an attic window in a shot eerily similar to the original Black Christmas film.
You survived the most famous serial killer since Jack the Ripper,
Says a character as scenes from Terrifier 2 plays over.
The 5-year anniversary is coming up.
Says a character as we see a scene of Sienna with a kid. This looks to be a character named Gabby, played by Antonella Rose. This is probably a family member, like her cousin or something. In the same scene, we see Sienna hugging who I believe is her aunt, who I believe is Jessica, played by Margaret Ann Florence.
I think a lot of people would really like to hear from you after all this time.
The character saying this is revealed to be a character that I believe is named Mia, played by Alexa Blair Robertson. From close analysis, it seems that she is saying this to Jonathan based on what little I can see of Jonathan's jacket. She's probably trying to get him to loosen up and come out of his shell more. Next, we see a workbench of presumably Art's tools of destruction. Art feels sensual about his murder tools, yes, as he rubs down on a hatchet as Mia says,
I want to know what it's like to be in the presence of that kind of evil.
If I had to guess, Mia is, she must be close to Jonathan, because at first I thought she was talking to Sienna, or the voice lines, it could be voice lines that are talking and addressing Sienna, but from my analysis I think that this is actual conversation that she may be having with Jonathan, and she may be a little close to him just based on the fact that she is sitting there comforting him and trying to sympathize through these lines of dialogue. But I could be wrong, these are just my theories. What do you guys think of this?
What goes through your brain when he's close enough to you? You feel his breath.
Now, I have theorized that the person that's saying some of this dialogue where he can't see you saying it, it's possibly Mia, but some of the dialogue that's being said in these clips could be from a character named Sarah, who is played by Charlotte McKee, but I'm not 100% sure there. What I am sure about, though, is Jonathan's roommates getting fucking shower! The female that is partaking in these naughty actions is Mia, and the boy character seems to be a character named Cole, played by Mason McCartia. We see a good look at this shower scene as Art chainsaws his way through the glass and begins to chop the lovers up to bits. Art looking like he's having a lot of fun, like he might be actually busting a nut in his pants or something. Art then takes off his goofy, festive glasses to fully admire the bloody mess of art he has created. This kill looks to be a super bloody one, just based on how much blood is on the walls of the showers here. We see a shot of the college Jonathan will be going to, which reminds me a lot of the college from the original Black Christmas. Yeah, this whole film gives me major Black Christmas vibes with the way that they're handling some of this stuff in this film.
I saw him today. Who?
Sienna is telling Jonathan that she saw Art, but Jonathan doesn't seem to know who she's talking about at first.
How can you be sure it was really him?
Says Jonathan as we see a scene of Art being creepy, dressed like Santa, at one point wearing a vintage Santa mask, which is probably how he gets around the mall at first.
I could feel it.
Sienna says to Jonathan. Then moments later, we then see Art the Clown going up to the Santa throne, preparing to pose as the mall Santa.
Who is this Santa? He's scaring my kid.
Yeah, he's scaring me too.
As a parent who is from the film made by the same people stream, and presumably a Santa elf, talk about how Santa Art is freaking them out, the kids get excited that Santa Art is handing out presents. Oh, goody! I could imagine that a few of these kids will get a body part of some kind from one of Art's victims through this bag, but also some actual toys. Like what this image shows, where Art gives this girl a doll. Imagine it comes to life and tries to kill her like Chucky. I also want to bring up this shot of Sienna, how she kind of looks terrified here. I wonder if she like maybe saw like Art the Clown like waltzing around, or maybe Art's like watching her through the window. She's like, what the fuck? We then see Art the Clown digging in his Santa sack to give out the best present of all: murder. Cause of death? This fucking axe. Julian, run! Someone screams as we see Art getting ready to go out on the town and chop some fools up.
Why would he come back here?
Jonathan says as we see a road with traffic. I wonder if this shot with the Miles 94 County is supposed to be in the part of the film where Santa goes on a road trip to visit Jonathan at college, or perhaps it could even be like when Santa actually goes back to Miles County. What do you guys think? We see a shot of a cop going through the Terrifier ride and finding Art's body. This must be right after the events of Terrifier 2, and right after Santa beheaded Art. The blood looks kind of fresh there. All the while, Jonathan says,
even if he was alive, which he isn't, wouldn't you want to get as far away from here as possible, as far away from you?
Jonathan seemingly assuming that Art fears Sienna after the events of Terrifier 2. As Sienna examines her hands and washes them after seemingly being dirty, Sienna says,
You both know this isn't over.
To Jonathan, so it seems like they are aware that it's just begun. Meanwhile, Victoria approaches a mirror inside what appears to be a decaying bathroom in what I could only assume is an abandoned house, and she slams her head into the mirror. God damn! Now we know the guy that Art grabs from behind here is a cop. And at this point, Art is still headless and operating his body without a head. You'll see in a second. Art the Clown gets very choppy here. There's a lot of talk about Art killing a kid in this movie, which wouldn't be a first for the character, as he killed 2 kids in All Hallows Eve, which is a movie that Damien Leone made before the Terrifier that we all know and love. I wonder if Juliet, played by Luciana Vedette, may be the unlucky soul to bite the dust. But at this shot, where Art chops through the door, the girl on the other side of the door is Jennifer, played by Kirsty Fox. I really love this shot of Art the Clown, which looks to take place moments before disaster.
I have to go back to the Terrifier.
Sienna says, there's so much to unpack here. We see Sienna in an area where sparks fly, and some demon that looks like it's forging a weapon of some kind. I wonder if it could be making a weapon for Art the Clown, but better yet, the demon is joined by a Virgin Mary statue, which could tie into the theorized biblical themes of the film, especially with it being Christmas and all. But better yet, this looks to be a demon from or inspired by the Ninth Circle short film made by Damien Leone, which was also included in All Hallows Eve as a segment. With how things are looking, the Terrifier ride could be the Ninth Circle for all we know, and this demon could be a first look at the return of the demons from the Ninth Circle, which wouldn't be surprising to me much considering that Damien Leone has voiced interest in bringing back the demons from the Ninth Circle.
It's still buried there, isn't it?
Jonathan says, if I had to guess, he's talking about Sienna's sword given to her by her dad. Some people also theorized before that Art the Clown is just Sienna's dad. I don't know, that seems a little too obvious to me. I don't think that's the case. I could be wrong, but I just don't think that's the case. Followed by this,
Might be the only thing that could stop them.
noticed how Sienna says them, possibly now being aware of Victoria, as there has been no sign of the pale girl at all so far. There's no utmost certainty that she will be back in the movie, but who knows? I hope that she does come back. It would only make sense, but really who knows at this point. Also, this demon wearing this mask here is so damn cool. I can't wait to learn more about this demon, and from looking at it, it seems to have sharp teeth. From other things that I found through this scene, it looks like the demon is chained up, because I see chains that look like it runs through the Virgin Mary statue's hand. Meanwhile, all Sienna could really do here is react. This is so interesting. Why is this demon chained up by the Virgin Mary of all things? Next, we see Art the Clown's bodiless head attached to an umbilical cord as Art silently laughs. This is the moments after Victoria gives birth to Art the Clown's head. Art the Clown's body reanimating and finding its way from the Terrifier to the asylum without a head is super crazy but fucking awesome. This is what I was talking about earlier. Art's headless body. Now we see it in full fruition. Burke is back, played by none other than Chris Jericho. He looks to be investigating while also using his walkie-talkie. If I could imagine, he probably found his co-worker's dead body here right after Victoria had some fun with her, probably dismembering her. It looks like Victoria will play a bigger role in this film, which is great. Victoria and Art look to be riding the subway to get to where Sienna and Jonathan are. I also want to mention how Art's scalp is just completely bald. It's something about how he looks without his white cowl around his head is kind of uncanny. But the way Art and Victoria are looking here, it seems like someone or some people may die on this train. I absolutely love how festive this house looks. Based on the way everything looks here, it looks like a Christmas party of some kind is going on. For a quick glimpse, we see Mia and Cole. She's probably trying to get him in the shower with her to have a little fun. I'll stop. We see Art sneaking around in this bedroom as Jennifer sleeps. It looks like someone is sleeping next to her, probably her husband, which Art will most likely kill. It could be her child even, who may or may not have had a nightmare and that's why she's in there in the first place. Or perhaps even she saw Art and got scared. This must take place in an abandoned house. The environment looks out of order as a construction worker examines a cobweb-covered Art the Clown that sits dormant, waiting until the anniversary of the carnage he caused. Or so I believe. Here's Artsy Fartsy! In a Shining reference where he's trying to kill Jennifer. Art the Clown, dressed like Santa, is outside of that festive house and is walking alongside a van that says Ironside Demolition. This van seems to be owned by a construction company that tears down buildings and structures. I wonder if Art the Clown will be tearing some shit down, like a building with people in it, or perhaps using very specific construction tools from this van to kill people. Now, the construction worker that we saw earlier, I believe is with this company, and that's how Art the Clown got this van in the first place. More on this later. Art the Clown looks to be brutalizing and bringing this poor girl to her end. This looks to be a character named Stacy, played by Sienna Hubert Ross. Based on the way her face looks, it looks like a ton of blunt force to her face and possibly some axe swings, most likely to her back. Oh boy, this is just nasty! Victoria is literally biting and tearing the umbilical cord that has Art the Clown's head attached to it. This shot of Art the Clown carrying the black plastic bag looks to be just right before he goes into the showers and kills both Mia and Cole with that chainsaw. Oh boy. It looks like Brooke from Terrifier 2 will be coming back as a vision or something to haunt Sienna. I believe this is just a vision and nothing beyond that in this scene, because the girl next to this figment of Brooke looks to be minding her own business and can't see her, but Sienna definitely can, and she gets freaked out. Jonathan is acting freaked out here. My theory is this is right after he finds Mia's and Cole's dead bodies. It's hard to tell what exactly Art is using here. I thought that could possibly be pest killer, but I believe what Art is using here is actually an air compressor or something like that to kill what I originally thought was that poor construction worker, but it's not the construction worker. Trust me, I'll get to this in a second. From my analysis, yeah, it's someone else. You guys will see in a bit. Victoria reaches deep into Burke's mouth, looking like she's gonna rip his jaw off or something, or maybe even perhaps rip his throat out. Victoria rises out of this decrepit bathtub that's covered in blood and rust. She looks to be holding a glass shard. This is actually the same bathtub from earlier, but more aged, rusty, and bloody looking. She also strikes a quick pose like she's about to stab someone. Maybe she was also laid dormant for all those years, just like Art the Clown, because the Bathtube does look more aged. We yet again see Art making blood angels alongside a singular severed foot. Then a second after that, Art raising his arms up, seemingly welcoming kids to sit on his lap and receive a free Christmas gift. Then the title card, Terrifier 3. We then see is Sienna writing in a diary.
Looking forward to the best Christmas ever, filled with fun, smiles, and laughter.
Looking forward to the best Christmas ever, filled with fun, smile, and laughter.
Oh, you forgot murder, Sienna! You forgot murder!
So it looks like Art goes inside that festive house carrying his black bag. Now that I look at it more, this could actually be a frat house, or it could be connected to the college somehow, which is literally probably mere moments after he kills Mia and Cole in the shower. Sienna is crying, probably either because she now knows that Art the Clown is back, or she found out a loved one was murdered by him. Art the Clown is about to swing down on someone here. I find it a bit funny how before Art gets the full Santa drip, he wears a Santa hat along with his clown outfit. But that someone seems to be Sienna, as Art the Clown drags her down the stairs and throws her through a coffee table. This could be how Sienna finds out that Art is still alive, or this could even be a dream sequence that happened due to her trauma. But based on what's going on, it being a dream sequence probably isn't the case. Sienna looks up as Art the Clown swings down on her with the frying pan, probably to knock her out. Yes guys, it is a frying pan. I did a close analysis of it and it does check out. It is a frying pan. He definitely is not trying to kill her, yet at least. To end off this trailer, we see Art the Clown enjoying himself some milk and cookies, probably set out by the presumed kid that he kills in the movie. Damn, after that poor kid set out those cookies for you, this is how you repay them? You asshole! Then the trailer officially ends when the cobweb covered Art reaches out at the construction worker. Ah! What I just broke down was the naughty cut of the trailer. There was also a nice cut with some alternate scenes shown in it. What alternate scenes? Well, I'm glad you asked, because I'm here to break them down for you. To start off with the differences that I found in this trailer, we get a scene of Art the Clown looking down at someone under what looks to be a shelf and waving at them mere inches from that workbench. Wonder if someone is trying to hide from Art the Clown here and he just found them, or knew they're down there all along and was just playing with them. There's also this scene of Art the Clown dressed up like Santa in a pub, seemingly trying to entertain the people there, just trying to drink to celebrate the holidays. I also noticed how he doesn't have the bloodied beard here, and he doesn't look bloodied up at all yet. We got a look at Art in the shower room, looking to be pulling out the chainsaw, getting ready to chop down some wood, if you catch my drift. Yeah, you guys definitely got it. Remember how I said that Art the Clown doesn't kill that construction worker with that compressed air? Well, this trailer is what actually deconfirmed my original theory about Art the Clown using the compressed air to kill the construction worker in the first place. He instead looks to be using the compressed air on the mall Santa he kills, and this is actually the mall Santa he gets his beard from. The mall Santa is played by Chip Carriere. Here's an alternate shot of Art the Clown swinging down his axe, which cuts to the axe strike connecting with Jennifer, which could mean these scenes take place where Art is killing and brutalizing Jennifer. I think they're both connected. We get an extension of this scene with the construction worker as he slams the worker to the attic floor. The nice cut version of the trailer ends with Art the Clown getting into the back of that Ironside demolition van and getting his signature plastic black bag out of the back. Could it be that the house that Art sat dormant in was about to be demolished, but was put on hold due to Art killing the construction worker and taking the van? This could be how he got a hold of the tools like the chainsaw and the compressed air. These probably aren't the only crazy tools Art will be using in this film. But that's all the differences I spotted in the nice cut of the official trailer. That'll be all for today's video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys did, be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more content, and definitely subscribe to become a slasher. All social media links and my merch down in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching my breakdown on the Terrifier 3 official trailer and me going over everything that you guys missed in this beautiful trailer. I worked very hard on this video, so please watch it, leave a like, subscribe if you haven't, share this breakdown around, show everyone all the crazy stuff that I discovered in this trailer, because I feel like I outdid myself with this one. I'm out of here. I'll catch you on the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget, guys, to keep on slashing. Bye.